Man, I'm excited. I am very excited.
I guess I need to think of a
First
contingency plan if I do not get. I feel like some other options
if you don't
at
get
7
Obi.
spot are like Austin Matthews might wind up there. Man, I don't know. I need to look at the player list. Let's see.
Here we go. Draft is loading. The first one. I don't know how this is gonna go.
Poorly.
Whew.
First drafts are never good.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I feel good. I don't know actually though. The 11th, like I haven't paid attention too much to the 11th. Oh, here we go. It's loading. Oh,
Connecting to
baby,
draft
we're in.
server. New dark mode. Sweet.
New dark mode. Not bad.
Kucherov is still up
good.
there. Even though he's after season, that's good.
Still up there, of course. It's always good to see.
Okay, yeah. So it looks like in my range, according to ADP, you might not get Kane. Is
I mean, yeah,
Ovi
I
and
might not get him,
Matthews.
but like
Well, no.
Nikita Kucherov, they made his rank
Kucherov-
11-24.
Yeah. So he's what's actually going to wind up happening is Matthews
Wow, man,
and Ovi are gonna
McKinnon
go right in
ranked
front of me.
first overall.
That's not too crazy.
I have McKinnon ranked 5th overall with my projections, which I'm using Dom's projections to draft this
Oh,
time
because
around.
Ovi's probably
by the way.
over him, I guess. And then
I'm not telling
Draisaitl,
you. That's all you're
McDavid.
getting. Okay, those are easy. Those are the obvious two.
Well, that's
McKinnon is
3.
5.
That's Ovi, McDavid, Draisaitl, and then I don't know who the last one would be, but if it's Panarin, I'd be annoyed.
I mean, you know who's first overall.
Ovi. Oh, Brady. Yeah.
No. Yeah, Brady. Our boy Brady. Okay, I'm excited to see how this goes. So I think in a perfect world, I could see Patrick Kane falling to me. I would not take Vasilevsky at the 11th overall anymore. One person I actually think gets a
I might
big
take
leg
him at
up
the 11th.
now.
I don't know. Depends on what's around.
Passy?
Yeah.
I don't know. You know who I actually like that's going to fall a lot, I think, is Stammer.
Yep.
I think Stamkos really is a steal now because of what's happened. Like, where do they have him ranked now?
I can't tell who's he's
Wait,
like
where's
20
Stamkos?
something. 21.
Is he?
He's 26.3.
Oh,
ADP.
he's 21.
Crazy. That's
a
third round.
steal. I think he moves up to like top 10 now.
Yeah, he
Honestly.
should be
I mean,
at the back
who
end of
does
top
anything?
10. But yeah, he should be up there.
Who does anything now? Yeah, that's kind of what I'm eyeing. So one thing I'm looking at on my sheet, and I'll show this later on. I guess I can show this really quick here. So what I do on my sheet, which I'll show in the video for the tool, I look at the difference between their rank and the ADP to find kind of people that are good values. So Tom Wilson is really good value at that position. It might be someone I want to reach for. Dylan Larkin is another one that's really good value down here. So that's kind of what I'm looking at as I do this draft. Oh, hello, Underdog Fantasy. I accidentally had the website up. Okay, so 14 seconds until the first mock draft of the season begins. I've also got to watch my dog. He got a new toy yesterday, and he's trying to chew the ears off and eat them. So, Merry Christmas to him. And he gets really stressed out when I'm not talking to him. Okay, here we go.
Draft is
The
starting
first
finally.
overall draft.
I have a feeling
has
somebody's going
started.
to auto pick Kucherov.
Oh God.
So
Please no, because he's a Oh yeah, it goes by X rank first, huh?
Yep.
And he
okay,
does.
There he goes.
Come on. And the whole draft is ruined.
Okay, McKinnon goes second. This is kind of in ADP order so far.
This is so far.
Yeah, there's 4
ADP
auto
order.
drafters, which is annoying considering
That's
this is
really
the first
annoying.
round.
It's really annoying. Who goes? McDavid goes third. Good. That's a good fall for Franck. Or who's third? I don't know who's third. No, now Franck is going. Who's going? Who's he gonna get? Oh, hello, Bandit. Here's people at the door.
Yep,
Draisaitl makes sense.
There goes Ovi. So that means
Ovi,
Panarin's going to go, and
goodbye.
then it's going to leave me Matthews. So I think
Can
I'm
I
actually
just
gonna
say
take
that I really don't like Panarin this high, and of course
don't
he
either,
goes, but
I
I
don't
don't.
think.
I don't like him that
Well,
high.
it was an auto drafter. So to me here, it's actually
So
between.
now what do you do?
You know what? It's between Matthews and Kane, but I actually think that I really do think that the Canadian division is going to be lots and lots of goals scored. So I think that Matthews is probably the right move here. Although I don't think either one is terrible.
I like that move. It's not my favorite one in the world with the position, but oh wow, Eichel. That feels like a bit of a reach. Man, there's
I don't know. I mean,
Eichel's
Eichel's
falling to me here.
I don't know what to expect from Eichel this season. He should be very good. I mean, we know he shoots a lot,
Should.
and this isn't a PIM league or anything. So
Oh,
there's that to
Rotten.
take.
I don't like Rotten that high at all. Oh, and
It was
Vasilevsky. So
Vasilevsky.
guess who falls to me? Although I think I might have someone else that's fallen to me. Let's see.
What are you going to reach for Svechnikov?
I'm gonna go for Vander Kane, baby. I like. I really want Stammer, honestly, but I can't really ignore Patrick Kane just staring me in the face. So I'm gonna go Patty Kane, get the right wing off the board. I like it quite a bit. Now, what I do on the turn here will be interesting.
I mean, if you want Stammer, you'll get him because it's an auto drafter in front of you, unfortunately. So
Yeah, but that's the thing is, would I reach for Stammer here? I mean, it's hard because there's an auto drafter behind me, which kind of sucks. So I can't
what else would you do
necessarily
here? Like your other options would be you could take Crosby. That's not an awful.
I like
not awful.
I like
option either.
Marchand.
Yeah,
I kind of like Marchand.
Yeah.
Like I don't hate that. Wow, Hedman and Point back to back. Interesting.
Auto
I don't.
drafting.
So I'm up here. I like Stammer a lot at this spot because I don't think it's that crazy of a reach personally. So it's a little bit risky. Oh, Stamkos is left wing, right wing now too.
Mm-hmm.
What?
He was last season.
Oh my god, I got autoed. I am an idiot.
30 seconds,
No!
sir.
I forgot that it's a 30-second clock. I thought it was and I get Sebastian Aho. Where is he ranked for me on my thing? Oh, he's ranked 28th, and I got him 14th. That's a shite auto draft, and now Brandon's gonna get Stamkos, and I'm furious. This sucks.
So
I hate autos.
I figured I was either going to get Stamkos or Marchand here. I think they're pretty similar too. I think in a PIM league, it's no contest. Did Svech go
This
above his
happened
ADP?
last year to me too.
Wow.
That sucks.
Why do people take Svech so early? It seems so risky to me.
Pedersen, you're gonna get. I hate this. I
would have gotten Marchand anyway. It would have been fine.
God, I would rather you have Marchand, who's gonna be out for a bit.
He's not going to be out for
Man,
a bit. He's scheduled to be ready for day one. So
Day
far,
one?
they haven't upgraded him yet or
We'll
changed
see.
his.
Man,
he
that
always
really-
was.
That really ruins my day right there. Huh. I mean, damn. Yeah, that sucks.
So there's man, we really
what
got
I
to make
get
sure
for
we can
sitting
fill
there.
one of these complete with our people next time because
Crosby,
auto drafting
Carlson. Yeah,
just
'cause
doesn't help. It
sucks.
actively makes everybody worse.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, especially when you've got a guy like me who auto drafts, I guess. I'm curious what the draft standings show now. I'm third. I don't believe it, but whatever. Brad Marchand goes to Franck. Good pick there. That's a really good place to grab Brad Marchand. I'm sad Carlson went. I think I would have gone Carlson if he had fallen to me. I didn't think he was going to. There's one player that I'm eyeing right now that I'd really like to target, actually.
I have a feeling I know who you're talking about.
Oh,
but I'm not
Marner
gonna say
goes.
it. Well, it doesn't matter.
It was Marner.
Oh, you're not going to get Marner.
It was Marner.
He was
But
never coming
I
back
know.
around.
I mean, you never know. I think at this point, I know who I might reach for, honestly.
I know exactly who I'm going for next if it comes back to me, if I am lucky enough to actually get them.
I think I know who I'm going for, too.
Let's see. I've got a few
Gensel
picks in
feels
front
like
of
a
me,
reach
but
there.
two of the people that I have are listening to us chat. And by the way, if you're a Patreon member or a YouTube member, you can listen to any of our live recordings, including our drafts, anything you want, as we record them, as opposed to when the episode goes out. So a little bit of a bonus.
That usually means you get stuff like a day or two before. You can hear at least. You can listen to things a day or two before they go out.
So Mark
which
Stone
could help.
got taken there.
26. I don't like
he's
it.
not.
I mean, it's probably. Is that an auto? I can't tell who's an auto or not.
I don't think that was an auto, and I don't understand that. I actually think Mark Stone is a little risky in general. I think as good of a player as he is, he's not amazing in fantasy. He really isn't. He doesn't shoot all that much. His power play points aren't all that great. He doesn't hit much. He's roughly a point per game player. And then you see Huberdeau go right after him. Huberdeau for fantasy is just a better version of Mark Stone. In real life,
I know what I'm going to do.
We don't have to argue about it. I think in real life, pretty much everybody knows that.
Hamilton above Yossi.
That's interesting. We've had that conversation.
We have.
I guess we did have it, but
because Yossi hasn't gone, right?
Yossi
has not gone.
We did have that conversation in the draft strategy episode.
Here we go, Pasternak.
Okay, so that's who I was
finally.
targeting.
Jeez, that's crazy. It's crazy that he's going that late. That's such a steal. Such an incredible.
Luckily, I do think
goes.
the mid rounds aren't so bad because I feel like I'm not getting my pick sniped as much. When you draft back to back, like there's obvious bonuses. I'm just gonna talk for a minute, but I have my guy
go for it.
queued, so I'm not that worried about it.
I should probably queue.
You have the benefit of being able to draft 2 positions at once, or close to at the same time. So you know you can kind of fill any gaps that you have, and maybe you get back-to-backs that just complement each other. But what I like about the mid-round, especially in this year when there's so much uncertainty, is I don't have to worry about having 2 picks queued up. I really just need 1. So I can pick and choose throughout like the available players, and if just like that Pasternak went right before my turn came up, I'm not like scrambling for my second pick. I can just take Yossi right there as I did for my first defenseman and feel pretty good about it. So I really like my team so far with Austin Matthews, Steven Stamkos, and Roman Yossi as first 3. Like I would take if this was a real draft, I'd be very happy with what's happening right now.
Oh, if I were you, I'd be thrilled. I'd be absolutely thrilled. Damn, got sniped.
Tkachuk. That was a good pick.
That was someone I was eyeing. But I think there's someone on the board that I like a lot more for right now, and that's going to be Evgeny Malkin first and foremost. To me, I have him actually ranked on my sheet. At least I have him ranked 9th overall for this league setting. I'm ignoring plus minus, so that's just something to pay attention to. When I'm drafting in a standard league, I'm ignoring plus minus. So I really like the get there of Evgeny Malkin. I don't like that I've already filled my centers. That sucks. I wouldn't have done that if I had gotten Stamkos, obviously. And if I were next here, I'd be targeting John Tavares if I were looking for a center. But I just don't need centers anymore, which really sucks. But that's okay.
Yeah,
At this next pick here, so
if Tavares does fall to me,
board.
I actually don't know if I would take him either, because that would mean both my centers are on the same team, which is not great.
So this is a really interesting final or like turn of events here for this 12th spot. I know they're autoing, I think. I think they're autoing. Are they not autoing? They're full stack. No, the last pick is here. So I'm taking Blake Wheeler here.
I had him marked as well.
Yeah. So interesting move by this 12th spot. They've actually gone full stacks with that last spot. That's kind of interesting. Let me see if I can click on their team. Who is that? That's Adam. No. Who's before me? Where is this? Oh, no. Willie is auto-drafting. But interestingly, from that last spot, the auto-draft has been only stacks. So they've gone Braden Point and Victor Hedman, and then Scheifele and Line back-to-back. I hate that. I hate the idea of just stacking to stack. So that's one thing now that I'm actually looking at this. I'm like, damn, auto-drafting might really suck this year if it just, like, targets stacks for you. Oh, here we go. The goalie run.
Yeah.
The goalie run is happening.
I'm not gonna.
Are you gonna do it?
No, Carter Hart was gonna be my next pick if he came to me, but since he didn't, I don't really. You know what I'm gonna do here? I actually think I'm gonna take a second defenseman. I think the upside here. This is, not that risky, but a little risky considering. But I like this right now.
Ooh, I feel like that's a bit of a reach.
It is.
Terrible.
So I took Brent Burns, middle of the 4th in a 12-person league. We're talking about a player that last season was drafted 5th overall. Obviously didn't have a great season, but I kind of know certain things that I'm going to get with him. I think his value's depressed, especially in mock drafts because of plus minus and how bad his plus minus is. But he's going to give you pretty good numbers just across the board in a draft like this. So I think that's pretty good value for him.
For
I
what
hope
it's
my
worth,
next
I have
pick
him
comes around to me, but
for what it's worth, I have Burns, or in my sheet I have Burns. That's a good pick, Frank. Great time to reach for Tkachuk. I was thinking of taking him there on my last turn, but I decided I liked Malkin and Wheeler a little bit more because they kind of fill the holes that Brady Tkachuk offer anyways. Good pick with Bergeron too. I have Burns ranked 40th overall on my sheet with these settings. That was a pretty good pick. Wow, Shesterkin
may have been auto, actually.
Maybe.
No, it wasn't.
Man,
but
autos are so weird. We have 3 autos right
Taylor
now.
Hall going at 48. That guy reached for him a little bit, but I think it was actually warranted. That was my next pick if it came around to me.
Love Pacioretty there. I had him queued up too. I had Pacioretty queued up too. Man, I'm starting to think about who I want here. I actually think I know who I might take here with my next pick.
I have an idea who I'm going to take. I
don't think he's going to get to me though. I don't think I like the Hughes pick there. Is that an auto? No, I don't think.
Carey Price. Binnington and
Decent
Samsonov
pick.
are in pretty good.
I don't know. I like
pretty good
I like
positions.
Binnington way more. I think Binnington's a beast this season, personally.
I think
especially
Samsonov, especially with the injury Or wait, with
I'd rather trust Binnington is the only thing, just because like he's done it before. They got rid of Jake Allen, so there's no one in front of him. I love Letang there.
Yeah,
It's a good pick.
My player is going to follow me, which is nice. Yeah. I think this is a good spot for JT Miller, especially for my team comp.
Damn you! I was going to get him too.
So that's 5.6. No, 5.7.
Yeah, that's good.
I picked up JT Miller.
Yeah, I mean, for what it's worth, I have JT Miller ranked 18th. So.
Yeah, so I've got like a bunch of big shooters. JT Miller's not a huge shooter, but he puts up hits, which I'm lacking at the moment.
You know what? I'm an idiot. I don't have JT Miller ranked there. I have Pims on in my sheet. So
No, he'll be even lower. He doesn't get a ton of Pims, I don't think.
yeah, he'll be. Yeah, that'll lower him a little bit.
Or rather, higher. I don't know. It's hard to. He'll be.
It'll
to the top,
lower him
potentially.
Oh no, he stays in 20th. He stays 20th, so he's fine there.
So now we're getting into some of the picks that are contentious, in my opinion. Marc-Andre Fleury at 61. Miro Heiskanen and Zach Werenski up there.
Kuz, I don't like
all of
Kuz
them
there.
can work. They're just a little riskier than I think I'd like.
I don't
early
like
for
Brock
Kuznetsov.
Besser that early. I don't see Brock
me neither.
Besser as that good there. No.
Pietrangelo. I'm worried about
Pietrangelo,
Pietrangelo
okay.
as well.
So look, normally I don't know if I do this. Okay, it's a certainly a risky move. Okay, but do you know who we're taking right now? Do you know who it's going to be?
Erik Karlsson?
We're taking Evander Kane, baby.
Oh.
Evander Kane.
Okay.
We're reaching for him because I love the man. I have him ranked 22nd. I don't want to miss out because the bangers have already gone. JT Miller went. Brady Tkachuk went. Brad Marchand went. All those guys went that I wanted. And so I'm going to get my guy in the peripheral department, and I'm okay with that.
I actually don't need him for my team comp.
You don't.
I
No,
need
you don't.
hits, but I don't need specifically Evander Kane for this one. Pim's leagues make him
Samson's
so much more valuable, but
so much. I still have him ranked 22nd, so that's
I
great
mean,
value for me.
anybody that puts up the type of across the board numbers that he does will always hold value. But
I'm actually gonna go with here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go a goaltender now, and I'm gonna take
my fade continues.
I'm gonna take Jordan Binnington. I like it.
Interesting. Yeah.
I have him ranked pretty highly. So I didn't expect him to fall that far, so I'm okay.
I'm
with
really
it.
gonna have to fill out my bangers later.
I don't love it, but it's okay. I do like Darlene there. That's a good spot in the 6th. Heiskin. That's no way. No, thank you. Was that an auto?
I don't think so.
Was it not an auto? I don't think so. That's a bad pick. I'm sorry. That's a bad pick. There's a lot of other good defensemen out there that I like more.
Oh, this
than,
guy's gonna auto.
Like I'd rather wait.
Frederick
I'd
Anderson.
rather
I
wait.
think.
Yeah,
But-
I'd rather wait than take Heiskanen in there.
I actually like Anderson here if I can get him, but I don't think I will be able to.
Freddie? Fleury.
He takes Fleury over Anderson. Okay.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna do that then.
A backup over Anderson. Come on. You can't just gift Brandon these teams.
That was a pick I wasn't even gonna make.
I just want to say
I had written him off.
I'm in first in this league right now. Okay, just pointing that out.
Yeah.
If you go to the standings by quite a bit. Okay.
Erik Karlsson still being on the
Oh,
board. is interesting to me.
Werenski, come on. Erik Karlsson is on the board. There's so many better defensemen on the board still. Neil Pionk is better. That might be crazy, but Neil Pionk is better. So is Shea Weber. So is there goes Karlsson. There's a lot of people better than Werenski and Heiskanen and Marc-Andre Fleury. This is just a terrible turn. I'm jealous because something's going to fall to you, and I'm going to be angry about it.
I wonder how much goalies are weighted for, because they take up 4 of the Cats here.
Yeah, they do. They take up a lot.
Brandon Gallagher, that's a great pick. I had him marked.
That is a great pick. I really like Pionk, actually. That's someone I'm certainly eyeing. At this point, too, like something I'm noticing, actually, with this
RNH
season.
is also a good pick.
RNH is a great pick. I had him kind of queued up or thought about. One thing that I'm noticing is like I'm kind of okay reaching a little bit more this season than last season. Like I'm looking at the ADPs and stuff that's going on, and I'm just thinking, you know what? I'd be okay like reaching for someone at this point.
The funny thing is, I think there's still a ton of great defensemen.
There are.
It's unusual. Usually, I feel like I run out of forwards really quickly, or I run out of defensemen really quickly. You see Kyle Connor making it to the 74th pick, which seems
Damn,
late.
I'm so mad I wanted Connor. I was kind of hoping he'd fall there. Kyle Connor was ranked 28th for me here, and he went 74th. That's great value.
Here's Neil Pionk.
Yep.
I think I might be able to get my guy here, depending on
Who
what
are you
Ringgold's
eyeing?
does.
Oh,
I
you
have
don't
a
wanna
feeling
give it
he
away,
is
though, 'cause
not
people are
looking
listening
at
to
who
you.
I'm looking at, which is good news.
Yeah.
Are you Ringgold's? Are you? What are you
Ringgold, are
doing?
you looking at the same guy? What are
Don't
you
do
are you
it.
gonna snipe? Are you gonna snipe? Do it. Do it.
Holtby.
Ah.
Nope. Okay.
Definitely not. I knew that wouldn't be your guy.
So this auto drafter is going to pick Ryan O'Reilly, I think. I don't know if he may be on auto, but actually queuing players. He is. He picked Philip Forsberg. I'm going to take Sean Couturier. I think this is a great position to get Couturier.
I don't know about that.
I love Sean Couturier.
You like Couturier way more than like anybody else likes Couturier. I'll tell you right now where I have him. He's quite down there, sir. He's ranked 73rd for me, so not terrible value, but I
got
think
him 79th.
you could do better.
I think he's great. And I think he's got potential to be even better than he was last season or any other season. But he's like, you're talking this deep, and you're talking about a guy that could be a point per game player or above. So they're not easy to come by. Plus, with he actually gets
Kevin
peripherals.
Fiala,
The
that's a
other
good
option
pick.
was Ryan O'Reilly, who also could be point per game or better. But his peripherals were very weird last season. Didn't shoot nearly as much. Concerned me a bit.
Ryan O'Reilly. I like the Fiala pick there a lot. I really like the Fiala pick. That's a really good one. I have one that I have queued up that I really want.
I don't
The problem
like
is
Fiala.
the positions.
I'm a little worried about Fiala.
I
We
like
saw him
Fiala.
play really good for 30 games. We
Matt
just
Barzal.
don't
Okay,
know
so
yet.
now
Although
so I'm on the clock here. I don't love the position situation here that I'm in, but I'm going to do it anyways. And that's Elias Lindholm. I feel like he's just kind of fallen a little bit too far. I have him ranked. He's the highest ranked player on my sheet by quite a bit at 38. So I feel good about doing
Did he suck last season?
No, he was fine. Don't be
You're gonna give me
mean.
crap about Couturier.
Couturier, who knows what he's going to do? Tristan Jarry. Okay, that's fine, I guess. Okay,
I
my
like him
turn.
better than. Although he's a
Um,
center, but
I kind of want to take Shea Theodore just to spite you, honestly.
I actually think my
partially
next
wanna
two
do
picks
that.
might both be defense, which is crazy.
Damn.
Considering I have
so my next pick is
only 4
past
picks
102.
left,
Oh, I know who I'm going to take here. Here we go. This is a reach, but I don't think he gets back to me. Oh, do I reach this early for him? Yeah, screw it. We're taking Jonathan March. So
that's great. He wasn't even on my radar yet because his ADP is so busted. I didn't even notice
his
him.
ADP is so busted, but you just don't know. And I really
Yeah.
wanted him. He's the next highest rated guy. I needed a left winger. I think he fills out what I need the best. I'm still in first, by the way. I'm destroying all of you in this mock draft, according to Yahoo. Just want to put that out there. I wonder what my draft
Don't listen to
leaderboard
Yahoo
says.
standings. That's what
Oh,
they
I'm
should tell you.
destroying. I'm destroying on my own list as well. By the way, you're second for sure. I'll show this in a bit too.
I
And
do
at
think
the
you have
end
an
of the
extra
draft, I'll
player
talk
than me at
about.
the moment, but
Well, yeah, I do. But we're balanced. I'll
Shea
show
Theodore
you
goes.
guys
Okay.
what it looks like at the end here. Shea Theodore went. Oh, and Giroux. So Giroux goes after me. I don't know why.
so
I
here's a
have no
player that I
picture.
think is going to be underprojected actually in a lot of
Vrana.
yeah, that's weird. In a lot of circles, but I think this is the right move right now, and I'm sure you're not going to like it, but
McAvoy. That's a risky one, but I don't hate it. I actually don't
we're in
hate
the
it.
end
I
of the
thought I'd
eighth.
give you more crap
He's
for
actually
it.
my third defense, but if he actually gets top power play, and that's the gamble, right? If he doesn't get top power play,
Yeah.
that was a bad pick. If he does,
But, I mean-
it's an excellent pick. So
But 8th round, and you already have 2 defensemen.
yeah,
Sure.
whatever.
Why not? I'm kind of in a pickle here for defensemen, to be honest.
And he gives me hits, which is what my team is lacking. One of the things that's lacking.
There is one guy I'm going to queue up here. I don't know if I'd reach for him. He's going to be a shite plus minus guy, but I think he'd be a great defenseman. Again, reminder that when I'm drafting, I completely fade. Fade plus minus in a standard league or a plus minus league. I don't count it, so it doesn't matter to me. Dang, Shea Weber, that would have been a good one. I'm in a little bit of a pickle here, folks, when it comes to
I think Provorov is interesting this season too. If he gets that top power play spot and continues to stay
I
there.
agree.
Finally,
Darcy
Finally, people that
Kuemper.
love Provorov will have a reason to actually take him.
I know. They've been waiting so long. Poor people. Yeah, so I have no defensemen so far.
Oh, jeez.
It's okay. I have ideas.
It
here,
might
okay?
explain why you're in the lead.
Oh, Dylan Larkin. It might, now that you mention it, maybe. But we're not playing with blocks, so it's kind of okay. There are guys I really want.
You see Saros goes.
Saros. I'm mad that Larkin went. I was very high on him, obviously. Tony DeAngelo, not the guy I wanted or eyeing yet. What's his name? I'm thinking of a guy that I had on my sleeper list. Don't take him. Oh, this is another guy I want at some point. Queuing him up. Mrazek, whatever. I don't care about him. I like Pulak this year too, actually.
Mm-hmm. A lot of the forwards are gone. It's actually difficult. It's easy to find defensemen, lucky for you, but the forwards are, they're drying up.
That's why you do your research and you figure out, you know what? Actually, there's something out there. That's why I wanted to try. I really wanted to try this draft, specifically fading defensemen and seeing what happens. Because when we talked about sleepers and stuff, I just realized there were so many sleepers that I personally liked that I was willing to gamble on. And so I'm going to see how that works out for me here late in the draft. But in my opinion, there were just a lot of defensemen that I liked. I liked Petrie a lot. He was up there for me. This is a great place to gamble on Hoffman, in my opinion, at 102nd. I mean, I think he could be fantastic,
sure.
depending on the team he goes to.
But
I may have to go back to back.
Again, for my team, I think what I want here is this.
Tom Wilson. I like that. Upside too.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad.
It puts me in really crazy shape for hits. Actually, I may have overdone it there, but
maybe
I feel like I'm kind of
bit.
in line in a lot of my other stats.
You're second in hits. Frank is beating you right now. Provorov goes now. Still, my defensemen are on the board. I'm going to have to go back-to-back defensemen, I think, here. Mostly also because the forwards I like, I can get later, I think. There's a few guys that I really like late that I think will do really well. Although, honestly, I also might just snipe one of the guys you like. Because I think you might reach for him here soon. Do you know who I'm thinking?
Yep. I absolutely know who you're thinking.
You know who I'm thinking. I think I'm going to do it. Because I think there's a few... Oh, man, I don't even want to take defensemen right now. I need to, though. If I don't, I'm in a very, very tough spot. Kadri. So I'm seeing a lot of semi-bad picks here late and a lot of value falling to me. So it's really hard here, actually, to make the decision on what I should do just from a defenseman perspective. There's another player that I really like that's still out there that I think is getting faded way too hard. There's so many good forwards here. So I'm going to draft Timo Meier and get the left wing, right wing. Now, I'll be honest, I'm between two guys. I'm between... okay, so Konechny went. That was one of the guys I was thinking about. That's okay. I think I need to take a defenseman here. I think. Or do I snipe your guy? Damn. Is it worth it? I don't think it is. I don't think it's worth it to snipe him. Nah, I'm gonna do.
You, buddy.
I'm gonna do the smart move. Ugh, Thomas Chabot.
So that
I
means
like that one.
Since nobody else is listening to us, that is ahead of me. That means I'm gonna get Mantha here.
Damn you! I knew it. That's okay. I wanted Meier more than Mantha, just from an upside perspective. I think Meier and Mantha are very similar in upside perspective. Like,
I think Mantha's points will be better than Meier's, but his peripherals will be worse. So.
Yeah, I can see that. I think the thing is, for me, I like the team around Meier more than I like the team around Mantha. As far as like opportunity goes, I guess I like Palmieri there. That's a really good pick by John. Am I back in first? Yes, I am. I'm close. Kyle is having a good draft too. So you're gonna get, of course, Yamamoto. What is happening?
Anthony Mantha. There it is, folks.
Damn you! I knew it. The sleeper. So if I look at my draft leaderboard, I'm still good. I'm doing okay. I don't care about plus minus, obviously. That doesn't matter. That's all right. What am I strongest in? Let's see. I've got first in goals, second in assists. Terrible. I'm last in plus minus, like, as expected. Fourth in power play points. First in shots on goal. Fourth in hits. Obviously,
I'm actually first
shite in
in
goalies. By the way,
I'm first
there
in
are
plus
some.
minus. What the?
I know. I don't know how that happened. There are some ridiculous goaltenders still out there. So I've got to say, fading goaltenders is the way to go. Like, I actually don't really like my Bennington pick anymore because there are some ridiculous goaltenders that have not been taken yet.
Bjorkstrand.
No!
Wow.
No!
That was
No! That's a
quite
great pick.
the grab.
Ah, that is a great grab at 10. It's kind of where I expected
Phil
him to go.
Kessel's projected for 22 power play points. Come on.
Come on.
Can't be serious.
That's not happening. Man, I might have to take a goaltender here next if he falls to me. If you don't get him first. There's a few guys I really like here left. I'll start queuing them up so people can see. Ellis goes. That's fine, I guess. There's another guy here that I really like. Ooh. There's a lot of good value late, man.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of good value. So, I don't hate fading defenseman. I wish I had swapped my Bennington pick with a defenseman. That's my one wish. Like if I go back to Bennington, I don't remember where I took him. Did I take him like 5th round? Vander Kane, Blake Wheeler. I took Bennington here. Yeah, like Dahlin was there. I don't want Heiskanen.
There goes Bob.
Carlson. I should have gone Carlson. That's a good spot for him. Not terrible. Not who I was targeting.
Jamie
Though,
Benn.
goaltender.
When did that happen?
What?
Somebody took Jamie Benn. Oh, Ringolds did.
Yeah,
That was a good pick.
that was a good pick. You're up. What are you doing now?
I don't know what I'm doing. I actually think I should.
15 seconds.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that. I think I should take.
You're like an auto like me.
There's a couple good options here.
There are.
I'm gonna take Monahan.
That's good. I like that a lot. I was kind of targeting Monahan, but I already
Some
have
power play
some
upside.
centers here.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about my power play point production at the moment. Although that always seems to be a weak suit for me, so whatever.
So I think with my next one here, I'm gonna go. So I have this like desire to go back-to-back goaltenders actually, because there's a specific tandem I want. By the way, John Gibson, who's a good sleeper to me, is not a good sleeper in this category. He's kind of trash.
Yeah.
I'm next. Who went? David Perron. That's a good one. So do we know when Ben Bishop is coming back?
I
forget.
I don't know. I don't know if we know or not.
Damn. I wish I knew. Olofsson. That's an interesting one. Okay, let's look at my rankings here real quick. So the guy I like the most that's left here is someone. The only thing I don't like about this is that I already have. No, I'm gonna go. I need to go defenseman here and get my guys as defenseman. I'm going Drew Doughty.
Mm-hmm.
I like that he fell to me. So these are literally. I'm literally getting the guys that in our sleeper episode we talk about that I mention are sleepers as defensemen. Really easy to wait until the end here and get the guys I want. From a rank perspective, I've definitely fallen because I'm not taking forwards right now, but I can make that up later, obviously. There's a few guys still I like. I like Pulak a lot, actually, and I'm thinking about taking him. See, so this is one thing that's really interesting. So the tail end of this draft, this person has a lot of stacks. They just took Suter and Kirill Kaprizov. Now, I don't know if that's if they have maybe a Q set or something, but kind of ridiculous that they have so many stacks. Now, I don't know if I should take Risto here or if I should take Ben Bishop. I just don't know what Ben Bishop's news is. I'm taking Ben Bishop. It's risky because I have no clue what his... I have no clue what his... and I'm back in first by a lot. Let's go. What is Ben Bishop's status? That's a good question. I probably should have known that, honestly. Let's see. I guess it says Sagan and Bishop will be back at some point before the end of the season. What the hell?
Awesome. Very
We'll see, I
informative.
guess. Very informative. Thank you, NHL.
What am I doing?
What are you doing here? Pulak went. That's a good pick.
I don't want any more
Just
centers.
thinking about that there. There's so many. There's a few really good picks. Actually, I really like this one too.
Oh no, I got auto. Oh wait, no, I didn't. I got him in just in time.
Toffoli, but you do like Toffoli though. He was one of your sleepers, but I don't like him at 12. But whatever.
I said
see
taking
where I had
Lee,
him.
but I got him backwards. But I'd probably take Lee next.
Toffoli's 145th to me, so you got him like right at value. That's a really good value for DeBrincat right there.
I don't trust
good value
DeBrincat.
for DeBrincat.
I don't know.
I like DeBrincat. I like him there. The reason I didn't take him was because of because I already had Patrick Kane. It's because I already had Patrick Kane. I just
I don't
didn't
know.
want
If,
him.
I think I would. I don't know.
Double dip.
I don't know if I trust him.
I mean, I don't know if I do either, but at that late, like at 140th, who cares?
Yeah, that's true.
You know, Risto. I forgot people are listening.
He did have.
Was he taken by
he
someone
only had
listening?
45 points.
Who took Risto? Damn you. Good Horvat pick. I like that. Chikrin, your boy.
Oh, nice.
Not bad.
Seems-
Jake Allen, I like that pick too. Let's see. I don't know who I'm going to take here next. I mean, I kind of know who I'm targeting, sort of, but I definitely need. Wow, I'm kind of in a pickle here, but
This is my typical team
like
build.
this.
I'm leading in goals. I'm crappy in assists. I'm like mediocre in PIMs. I'm good
Typical.
in shots, good in hits. It's like what I always do, whether I want to or not.
yeah. So I'm looking pretty good in the standings still.
I think at this
Save
point I just
percentage.
lean in. I think I kind of like my assists are okay, but I
Yeah.
don't think I necessarily focus on them.
Yeah, no.
I could take Phil
Radulov.
Kessel just to mess with the Yahoo rankings, but
Just to
Bump
really
up my
look like
power
in
play
first
points.
place.
I don't
dumb.
think it's realistic at all.
Nah, the
What
best
they're
pick
projecting
is
for.
the best pick is pretty clear. I think I know exactly who you're gonna take.
I
It's not even
mean,
a homer move.
probably heard from me last. I said I was going to take Lee.
I knew I had him. I had him ranked. I have him as the highest ranked forward left as well. So I need two defensemen.
There's definitely some upside
Somehow.
forwards. I'm like running out of bench space. I need to take my second goalie eventually.
Kubalik.
Hmm.
Oh, that's wrong. Damn.
There's so many good goalies left. It's silly. I think there's a handful of decent goalies left anyway. Maybe not good, but
Jane Schwartz. It's my turn. What am I gonna do here? Let's see. I mean, let's look at the defensemen that are left here. Wow, it is bad. Okay, we're just gonna ignore defensemen entirely, pretty much, and go.
could take I mean, with this
I'm gonna
league
actually-
setting, there's
Hold on,
really,
hold on.
You could easily take 3 defensemen, run an extra bench spot.
Brian Rust.
Yeah, good time to gamble on him.
Yep, risky, but if it works out, I like him a lot.
I think there's a
I had
very
to- I
clear
had to
pick.
scramble a little bit there. I liked
Yeah, I'm
Jonathan
gonna make
Tays a
my
lot.
next
I was
one.
kind of
I already have 3 centers, 3 pure centers, so I think I'm done there. Unless I get somebody with wing eligibility.
do
I think Shane.
Yeah.
I don't
Auto.
know about that one, friend.
Wasn't auto.
See,
No
how
thanks
is
to
he
the
even being
auto.
autoed? There's like
Man,
so
what
many
do I-
better players.
What do I do here? So I obviously need to go defenseman. There's also one other option, actually. I'm going to go with... Oh, God, I'm going to get autoed. Fuck! It's okay. That's fine. I kind
Who'd
of
you get
wanted
autoed
that
to?
risk. Ironic.
Oh,
It's not great, but upside. Risky pick, but I'll take it. I'll take Ronick. I think I know what I'll do next.
I think I have a pretty sneaky next pick.
You know who hasn't gone? That's kind of sneaky. I'm not gonna say anything actually.
Oh wait, he's not even sneaky. I know who I'm taking next. What the hell's going on? I absolutely know who I'm taking next. Unfortunately, it's my last forward because I think there's another great player still available. There's a bunch of great players still available.
There's a lot of good ones still.
Ehlers was one of them, so I'm glad I did not have to think about him continuing to fall. But
I actually want to do this. Hold on.
Yeah. Do I take him?
Nice.
If I do, then I'm probably not getting the goalie, and the goalie's more important considering how many things are around.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. God. Wait, did Varlamov go? No, it didn't. Okay. Easy.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna. Of course, every year, same
Easy.
thing. You take Varlamov. Easy. Let's see what his standings now. I'm second. What? Barely. Brand's fifth. That's okay. There's one forward that I'm surprised hasn't gone.
Yeah, goaltenders are like way weighted too much though. The guy in first has, and you actually have like very good goaltenders, and that seems where almost everything's coming from.
I also don't know where my stats are coming from. Like, who are they? How much are they projecting Bishop for? They're projecting Bishop for only 12 wins, for what it's worth. He just has really good save percentage and such. Kreider, that's a good pick there. Amherst Lake.
Don't put any weight into the standings thing. Just use it to figure out what your cumulatives are.
No.
That's
you want to be
like
you
that's
want
not
to
going to help you that much either. But
well,
you
kind
have to
of.
have your own
What you want to do
projections.
is really you got to look at your balance. So like, you don't want to be like too at the top in anything. You kind of want to be competitive in everything, right? Like we've talked about on the show is like
Ricky Rax goes. That's nice.
So you look at everything. I like Ricky Rax there.
Did my guy go? Oh, he did. Chris Kreider. That was my play. Makes sense that he went.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to take a bench forward next.
I queued up. I like Palat there. I queued up Evan Bouchard in case all goes wrong.
I'm kind of surprised Lafreniere is still around, but
that I have him queued up actually. It's kind of I don't know why he's still queued up. I like him this late. If he gets top power play or top spot, he won't be top spot.
Okay, defense is actually a mess now.
Oh, there he goes.
Unsurprisingly, I guess. Defense is
Good
actually
thing I don't need any defensemen.
a mess.
Yeah, I think I know who I want on defense at this point. There's two guys I kind of like.
Oh, actually, yeah.
I like Josh Morrissey a little bit from last year. He just did good things last year. You know who I like? There's a guy I like a lot, actually, that we talked about. It's a sleeper. I don't want to say anything. Ooh, good snipe. Good spot to get Sagan. The thing I like about picking guys like Sagan and Bishop is after the draft, you just toss them into IR and you pick someone up.
Yep.
And you can pick up a goaltender or something. And there's so many good goaltenders. Like I would love to get Bishop there, right, and put him on IR, and then go pick up a goaltender because there's still so many available out there.
So.
But
I think
by
I
the
know.
way, there's
I think I know who I'm
still a
taking
starting
next,
goaltender.
and I think it's going to surprise people that have not listened to the sleepers talk yet. Because
we haven't released this
right,
yet.
but I mean, like even if you hear this later or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm going to take Duncan Keith next.
Ah, damn you! Let me get him.
Yeah, I'm going to
That's
take
who
Duncan
I had
Keith
queued
next.
up.
He's like basically unranked. His ADP is so low, but he was really good towards the end of the season. And if he can keep his power play production up and his shots up, like pretty good this night.
Damn. Ugh. I like that pick. I'll admit.
Yahoo hates my team, but I guess
because
I'm fifth, but
it's crazy that you're first in plus minus too. Like I would think that
second,
with us drafting normally, that's what kind of sinks us on Yahoo's rankings. Is that Jeff Skinner? That's a good spot for him if he does anything.
I mean, there's an
Demko. Good spot for Demko.
There's an auto picker that's in second, so that should tell you something.
So I'm actually between. I have a few options here. I'm looking at a guy like PK Subban. I know I said I wouldn't draft him, but like this feels really, really late of a fall. There's Matt Grzelcyk, there's Eric Chernak, there's Josh Morrissey. I do like Chernak actually.
For me,
I'm taking Chernak
to take Grzelcyk with McAvoy or even Boquist
Yeah.
with Keith.
Yeah, I think I'm actually going to
Oh, wait.
take
Yeah,
Grizzlick
right,
next. Sorkin, there goes. I'm
Mm-hmm.
debating between a goaltender. I think I need a goaltender, although I can just pick up someone. There's so many good ones out there. There is one goaltender actually I really like as a hedge against. I like Cam Talbot.
Jared
I like
Spurgeon's
Matt Murray.
not awful either, actually. And Vince Dunn.
No. I like Georgiev too, actually. That he's out there. I don't know how many he'll start. That's the thing. That's the one thing I don't know about. I like Cam Talbot as well. I think here, so I do like taking Grizzlick from you, actually, just as a protection. But I also, do I get it? I did get it. Yes. Okay, I'll tell you that. Whatever. It's a good hedge against Brandon too, and I can always drop him later. But sometimes I do that when I know someone else is sharp in the league. I'll just kind of
Oh, I like that Oshie late.
see what they do. Yeah, that's a really good pick.
There's a few players I'm surprised are still available. Hornquist is actually going to be my next pick. But Riley Smith is still
Hornquist
out
is a little
there.
surprising.
Tyler Bertuzzi has some value. Maybe there's not too many people that I'm like totally surprised by. Actually, Mikko Koskinen is the one I'm most surprised by. He has a decent chance
that
of
one
having
is
a very
surprising.
good season.
Yeah.
And like he's basically like a free goalie, which is crazy.
Yeah, Koskinen is an interesting one. So is Talbot.
Oh, Gurianov, I
So
love
is,
that pick late.
Yeah, that's a really good pick.
PK.
Spurgeon, yeah, PK. That's a good one too. I thought about it, but I mean, he's projected on my sheet like 160, but last year he finished like 400th. So it's really just hoping that he turns it around, and I just don't know if I see it, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of my issue. So I don't remember. Does it kick us right out of the draft? No, we got like 10 minutes to review, right? Riley Smith goes last. Okay. So let's take a look at the teams. I'll go through mine, and then we can go through yours real quick. So as my centers, I've got Sebastian Aho and Evgeny Malkin. Aho got autoed for me. Not great, but you know what? I actually don't entirely hate it. You could do worse. The only thing I didn't like is I didn't like having to take a center that early. I was going to take Stamkos there, which is a left wing, right wing. It really would have set me up a little bit differently to have gotten Patty Kane and Stamkos there early. So fine. My left wings right now starting are Evander Kane and Jonathan Marchessault. I love both of those. Marchessault to me is a great steal that has a lot of upside. And then you've got Evander Kane, of course, who I think also has a lot of upside, to be honest. And on top, like they have him for only 8 power play points. I think you can get more than that. And of course, he gets you the hits and the shots as well. So I like that. Then on my right wings, I've got Patrick Kane and Blake Wheeler. Just love that tandem. I love Blake Wheeler the most of them all. I can't believe I keep getting every year. I get him so late. It's stupid. So the fact
I traded
that I
him
was
to
able
you last year. I got him in the end of the first, and I traded him for Stamkos.
It's wild. Yeah, it's pretty wild. So Blake Wheeler and Patrick Kane, I love that. My defense is not great. Thomas Chabot, Drew Doughty, Philip Ronick, and Eric Chernak. Definitely going to have to do some work there, and I have Matt Grzelcyk on the bench. I definitely have to do some work there, pay attention to what's going on. One guy I'd immediately... The 2 guys I'd put on my watch list would be Josh Morrissey and Evan Bouchard. Those would be the 2, because if Pionk falters, the first guy up would be Josh Morrissey, so that's someone to watch. Evan Bouchard could take the top power play out of camp if Barry falters. So those 2 could really turn around my defense quite quickly, and then also just paying attention to what else is going on around the league. And that's kind of it. That's all I can hope for there, or just use them as pretty much streamer spots for banger stuff. Then on the bench, I've got Elias Lindholm, Timo Meier, and Brian Rust. I like it. I had Elias Lindholm ranked top 40 on my sheet with Dom's projections. I had Timo Meier up there as well in the top 50. So got great picks at the positions that I got them at. And Brian Rust is just kind of an upside guy. I got him 155th. If he plays, how Dom has him ranked, he's a 60th ranked player. Getting him that late, 155th, that's huge. So good gamble and a guy that I can easily drop, and I'm not bothered by it, right? And then in goal, I've got Jordan Binnington and Ben Bishop. I wish I would have swapped the Binnington pick for a defenseman and done a goaltender at the point where I started taking the defenseman, even though I really like when I got Chabot and Doughty. But at the point where I got Chernak and Ronick, for example, there were still really good goaltenders available. So if I could go back and change something, that's the one thing right now I know I'd change aside from my auto draft, would be switching out Binnington for a defenseman. And then Ben Bishop here, obviously he's injured and not going to play as much, but what I'd do here is right after this draft, I'd put Bishop into my IR and go pick up a goaltender. And I might change. And then once I find out where Grzelcyk sits, if Grzelcyk isn't getting top power play.
Oh, no, he got taken, actually. He got taken at the end.
well, I could get Matt Murray, I could get Alexander Georgiev, whatever. There's a lot of options there, Georgiev.
Or nothing.
And then on top
Nothing's
of
an
that, or
option in this
nothing, and
league.
nothing is also an option. Or on top of that, what I would do is also I could run 3 defensemen, drop Grizzly, because goalies are worth 4 categories. So I could drop
Yeah.
Grizzly and drop
Stupid
like a
shutouts.
Chernak, right? And stupid shutouts. Those don't really count that much. But if I drop those 2 and I pick up 2 goaltenders, well, I'm doing pretty well in those categories because there's still some good goaltenders out there. So I'm happy with how the draft went. I finished in rank 3rd. I'm fine with that. So
Yeah.
you can walk through your team now.
Yeah.
We go to your team.
So, looking at my team, something that I think is pretty interesting about my team so far is like, or just at a glance, is I feel like all the players on my team, except for Duncan Keith, were players that you basically didn't drop last season if you had them. Toffoli, I guess maybe, but like after he started heating up, nobody dropped him. So they basically all were finishing strong last season. So we'll see. I don't know how much I want to look into that recency bias or anything, but so starting at centers, Austin Matthews, pretty easy first pick at the 6th spot. I think realistically that doesn't happen, or no, the 7th spot rather, because somebody auto drafted Cooch, and that's not going to happen. But I think in that scenario, I probably would have gone Kane. Then again, I also think in a scenario where I'm not drafting against people that know our strategies and listen to the podcast, odds are I get Marchand at round 2, and I probably get Pasternak round 3. So who knows? But okay, Matthews is my first center spot. Next one's Sean Couturier. His last year was like a little bit of an off year, I guess, but he's been really good since they moved him to center and put Giroux on his wing. If they can figure anything out, I think he can really have a good season, especially if his power play points come back. And he's just like an overall decent producer elsewhere. Like he'll give you some hits, he'll give you some shots. He's just good. Especially 'cause I got him. Where did I even get him? I got him pretty late. He's 79th overall. So that's, I don't know what that, late 6th or something. I don't remember what round that is. But yeah, I like my spot for him. Steven Stamkos, I took him in the 2nd. That makes sense. Mid-2nd. Might be able to get him later in some leagues. Speaks for himself. Odds are he's going to get a bit of a boost with Kucherov being out. JT Miller, next up. I got him 55th. Much earlier than obviously last season, but he's kind of proven himself. Doesn't have as much of a threat with a guy like Toffoli around. We can see Besser come in a little bit, but I think Miller's going to be pretty good value this season, and gives me some of the hits I was lacking. Right wing spot, I got Tom Wilson. This is the first one I feel kind of weird about. I didn't hate where I got him. I think I got him 103rd overall, which puts him in like the 8th, whatever. And that might have been slightly early with this not being a PIMS league, and I don't really know if I believe in his power play upside this season, so kind of feel mixed about that one. I don't hate it. Fits my team comp, but maybe could have been improved. Next up, Anthony Mantha. I mean, there's not a lot to say about this. If he was doing anything like he was last season before he went out with injury, he's going to be fantastic this season and one of the best sleepers you can get. Into my defense core, which I love my defense. Roman Josi.
Great.
Yeah, Roman Josi I got in the 3rd. Math is hard, man. I think the 3rd.
Math is hard. Well, just say the position. You got him 31st.
Yeah, 31st
You
overall.
got Brent Burns 42nd.
That would have been the 4th in a 10-person league. So there you go.
Yeah.
And then I got Brent Burns right around the back with my next pick. So that's a pretty great duo to have. If Burns comes back at all, he's going to be really, really good for that position anyway. I mean, I don't think I'm expecting him to come back as like a first round value or anything. I kind of let defense go a little bit there, but then I got McAvoy here with the 90th overall pick. I think his upside is huge this season if he gets that top power play, which I expect him to. I know they've played Grizzlick there in the past, but we're talking about an up-and-coming McAvoy who does fantastic at even strength. Now's the season to give him a shot. You let Krug go, so he's your biggest gun at this point. I think they're going to use him. So that could be a steal. He could be a real steal this season. I don't want to say that like his floor is low, so you can't just say like, oh, grab him in the 4th. But I wouldn't be surprised to see him come out of the season being a 4th or better round ranked person. Somebody he could be a top 5 defenseman if things go his way. Duncan Keith is my last one. Just coming off of a strong end of the season last season after a little bit of shuffling around with the with the power play. If he stays power play 1, he could be a good shape. He still has exposure.
Yeah. And do okay. Yeah. And then the last thing here I'll talk about, I'll show the draft tool leaderboard, just to explain a little bit about what we were talking about with how you want to be. So let me delete. This is I was using a template for one of our main leagues. But so looking at goals, assists, yeah, Brandon can't see this, but that's okay. So if you look at me here in the 15th row, Gambi, one of the things you'll notice is that I'm green in every category. And that's kind of what you want to be. You want to be in the green in every category. You want to be balanced and competitive everywhere. You don't want to be super green. Like, for example, Brandon is 7.9 in goals. Ignore what the numbers mean, but just from a perspective, right? 7.9, the next best is 6.9. I'd argue Brandon is a little bit too over-indexed here on goals, which he's talked about himself. A little too over-indexed, perhaps in shots. I don't think so. Actually, I think he's competitive. He's tied for second in shots. I'm first, barely, in projected shots on goal. And the variance here you're looking at is just how balanced you are. You want a lower number. So Ringgold's actually had the best kind of low variance draft, which is really good. And then Brandon had a 6.7 here. So overall, you want to have a good balance across the board and be competitive in all of them. And so in this case, I think I'm pretty balanced, especially because I focus on hit guys. And I think Brandon's computer crashed, so this is just me talking, which is fine. He died. But anyways, that's kind of what you want to do is you want to be balanced across the board when it comes to kind of how you finish this draft. So this is the final player rankings here. You can also grab a copy of the draft tool down below in the comments. And thank you for watching. We'll catch you for the next mock draft. And remember, if you want to be in them, be sure to become a patron to get first, or YouTube member to get first dibs, and play in a listener league with us, and a special Discord channel where we prioritize all your questions and give you personalized advice. And other than that, we will catch you next time.